Hey, everybody. In just a second, sharing to a few places here. Hope everybody is okay. And we are back. Yes, we are back. We were on a little hiatus for a couple weeks,
Yep.
but here we are. Just excuse me, I'm sharing here.
Hey,
For those of you who don't know me, I am Nita. I am one of the admins of this wonderful establishment.
and I'm Linda. I'm the other admin. I hope everybody's doing well.
Okay, I did. Uh-oh. What did I do? Okay. See, I lost you. Okay. I'm down on, I gotta close this. Where am I at here? Okay, I need to close this and come back up here. So, for those of you who are very new to the Let's Talk Autism sessions, what we do is open discussion. It's a laid back. It's all about parents supporting parents. You throw your questions or comments or whatever you have in the chat area. If you see a parent in the chat area that needs help, feel free to chime right on in. Linda and I are parents just like most of you. If you don't have any children and you're here just to learn, welcome. It's what it's all about, us getting together, socializing, learning from each other, getting some good tips from each other. And feel free to share this wherever you are. Everyone is welcome. So share, share, share. Let's see who's here. Hey, Rihanna, Teresa, Annette. Oh, I see some new faces. Welcome. Catherine. Hey, Michelle. There's Pammy. Nikita. Hope you guys are okay. Did you do a watch party?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So how's everybody? We've been away for a couple weeks, but I hope everybody is having a great new year so far.
Hey, Pam. How's Ralph? Hey, Catherine, Nakia, Catherine, Annette, Teresa. Hey, Rihanna.
Catherine says she had a good Christmas, was good wedding planning, was good. Oh, Christmas was good. Wedding planning is almost done. Awesome. Getting ready for that big day.
Hey, Audrey. Hey, Michelle.
Michelle says, just hoping Tampa Bay loses. She's hoping Tampa Bay loses.
Yeah, of course. Steve, the Chiefs played yesterday or today? Did they win? Yeah, no wonder.
I'll try to get in a group here.
Oh, Pam lives in Kansas too. Pam and Michelle.
So what's going on, you guys? So again, if you are brand new to our sessions, what this is all about, and you have to excuse me, this computer is going crazy. What these sessions are all about is open discussions. So anything autism goes. If you have a question you like to ask, throw it on in there in the chat. At the end of this session, we invite members on for the last few minutes to say hi or share something they want to share. Who we have here? Oh, we're talking about the football. Chiefs won. Green Bay won.
So who's left in the AFC? Chiefs?
Won. Spurs won. I'm happy. And we have Utavion. Welcome you. No, I'm sorry. Am I pronouncing that right? Untavion. Untavion.
That's probably right there.
Welcome. Hey, Mr. Charles. How are
Hi,
you?
Charles.
Oh, I knew it was something I was doing this computer. Well, DeAndre, I know I mentioned this before. He got to my laptop. This is the third one in 2 years? And I had this one for less than 6 months, or 6 months exactly. And come to find out it was water damage. My fault because I left it on the table. And that's a big no-no around here. Never leave your electronics on the table if you want them, because DeAndre will take them and hibernate in his room with them. He had some, and I'm thinking it was some juice, because he has a habit of going in the kitchen and pouring juice and then going in his room with it. So, but anyway, went to the shop, water damage, nothing they could do. So now I am stuck waiting on a replacement. I just looked at the tracking and it said it'll be here Wednesday. Thank goodness. So now I'm using my daughter's computer, so I had to get used to her little setup here and abide by her terms. She makes me wait. I'm doing something.
They love when they finally get control over something
Right.
like that, over us.
Hi, Teresa. Teresa says, my son is 9 years old, and there are sometimes my son will have meltdowns in public. I get people that look at us and tell us to leave our public area. How do I educate them on autism? Well, I'm gonna say first they have to be willing to listen. You have to. I mean, what can you really say? My child has autism. If you have the time to talk to people, some people are understanding and have that openness to listen, and some people just want to say what they want to say and walk away from you. So, I mean, anytime you have an opening for a conversation about autism, just start talking. Just start talking. And you'll be surprised. Some people will listen and give them information about it. Linda, you want to add to that?
I think I guess it depends on where you are that they're telling you to leave. If it's your grocery shopping and he's having a meltdown and they're telling you to leave, I think it's going to have to be a point where you don't. I mean, if you and your son were going to stay and it was a meltdown, but you were still going to stay, don't let them tell you to leave. Because that's how they're going to learn. Maybe talk with them, speak with them, explain what it is, explain what's going on. He's going to learn eventually, but he can't learn if he can't be there. Hey, Shakita.
And some people just don't understand. They don't want to understand. I mean, I had an instance where I took DeAndre to JCPenney's, and it wasn't a meltdown. He was just having one of those ADHD moments where he was just, and I was doing something here and he's all over the place. And I'm like, and I had the lady, she's looking at me like, well, aren't you going to do something? So my reaction, and I had to learn, I have to stop doing that. I instantly got mad and turned around and looked at her like, what are you looking at?
Right.
I could have said, well, hey, he has his issues, blah blah blah. I could have took that opportunity to, talk, but instantly, because you over here trying to do this, and then your child, you're trying to control what your child is doing, and then somebody standing there like, aren't you gonna do something? And then I'm like, you got something to say?
That's the hard thing is when you have the opportunity to make an example or to make them aware and explain it. You don't want to because you're dealing with the meltdown. So
Right, right.
and then you're already revved up and let somebody look the wrong way, say something the wrong, say the wrong thing, and it's gonna be bad. Like a lot of times when it's somebody that I need to explain to, I'm so dealing with the meltdown, frazzled, but then on the flip side, I'm angry because you looking at us like this. Can't you tell something's different? Once you mind your business and go on. We're not touching you. We're not stopping you. Go, go on about yourself.
Go your way.
Exactly.
Mind your business.
Right?
Mind your business.
You know what? And it makes me so mad too because that's what I do. That's what we do. When we see other people like this, we don't sit there and be like, oh my goodness, what's going on. But some people.
Hey, Pammy. Doing okay.
How's Ralph?
Ralphie. Hiya, Nicole. How are you?
There's your keys.
And Tavion, I have meltdown when something bad happens to me and I can't do anything about it. Okay, so you have autism, Tavion. Am I saying your name right? I really hope so, and forgive me if I'm not. Hey, Jacquees, how are you? And I still want to do that interview. This month, my computer should be here this week. So maybe we can schedule for next week. If you still want to do the interview, let me know. Let's see. Melly, David, hello from Texas. Hello. And Mr. Charles says, when I was a boy, I wrecked a couple of typewriters playing with them. What were you doing, Mr. Charles? Banging on the typewriters?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now what is that again? That's hello in German, right?
Or good afternoon, maybe. Good evening. Well, we'll tell you. Maybe good evening.
Good evening. Okay. Guten Abend. Did I say that right? Guten.
Oh, so they're at the grocery stores and local farmers markets.
Mm-hmm.
So if at some point you still have to get those things done, and like I said, when you leave, it should be because this is time. Okay, I can't get anything else out of this trip because of the situation. Let it be on your decision that you're leaving. But you guys have a right to be there just like anybody else to shop. And people have different things going on. He has a diagnosed thing going on. So
if you don't have any children, then you're here. Oops.
So I think that you should to educate them is, I think, even if you go back to the store by yourself and talk to the management, let them know what's going on, let them know what your situation is, and let them know that in order for him to get better, he has to be able to. It needs to be like a regular thing, and it's going to be rough times.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
They don't ask toddlers to leave when they're having screaming fit. There was one time, and so there was one time I was at Walmart and with my two oldest kids. They were adults, but anyway, so I'm there with them, and we're hearing this screaming for so long. We're screaming, right? And it's a kid, I can tell, and you don't really pay attention to it, right?
Right.
We finally get into the line, and the person's like way ahead of us. and we're getting in the line, and then my kids look at me and they're like, "Mom, it's such and such," and I'm like, "It was one of my daycare kids at the time," and I thought, "What?" Like I didn't or anything, right? But she was, she had all the, she was crying, she wanted something, she was on the floor, she was having a hard time with it. So anyway, so I went, I got her, I took her outside. I said, "Come on," I said, "I'll take her outside while you get done with your groceries." So, that way her mom, no, no, yeah, yeah. So that way she could, get the stuff done, right? Anyway, so I kept her with me, whatever. But everybody was staring at her. The workers were staring at her. The worker, when my kids told me, was chuckling at their situation going on. But nobody asked them to leave because it was more age appropriate. But this is autism appropriate. A meltdown is common with autism. It's not unheard of. So, like I said, with a little kid doing, having a meltdown or
It's
having
cute. It's
autism,
cute when a little kid does it.
but I can tell you, it was just as loud because we had been hearing it. And then, yeah, so then to come find out. But yeah, anyways, and yeah, nobody, they were chuckling and stuff, but they were not asking her to leave, But I can tell you, her mom was just as stressed as we get with the meltdown, of course, So it was the same situation, but you still have to finish getting your groceries. And like I said, I just took her outside with me, waited for her mom to come out, and yeah, it wasn't like staff had to ask her to leave. That's not gonna she wasn't you imagine if somebody said, "Can you please leave my store? Your 3-year-old, 4-year-old's having a tantrum."
Right,
Unless it's like an antique shop or something like that.
right. Yeah, Mr. Ralph is good. Awesome.
Good. I'm glad he's doing well.
And Antavion says, yes, ma'am. All right. Catherine says, I haven't gotten on the schedule either since December. Yes, Catherine, my laptop has been, as I explained, gone. So we haven't even done our LTAs. I got lucky because I can borrow my daughter's computer. So for now, anyway.
And I have a couple of projects coming up that I want to be able to do a live on it as well. I was going to tell you, we need to check on the next one for the schedule, and then we got to get all these things scheduled.
Yeah, so we have, let us catch up, Catherine, and definitely. And I promised Jacquees interview, so definitely email me, and I'm crossing my fingers. It said my computer will be here Wednesday, so we'll schedule that for next week. Awesome, thank you. Okay, it means good evening. All right, guten. What was it? Guten Abend?
Yeah. Oh, good evening. Yeah.
Hi, Melly. Okay, I have a question. Are there many companies out there that support autism awareness? Do they acknowledge them? And when you say many companies, what are you asking? There's several organizations, several. I mean, you can Google, but what exactly are you asking about?
And
What companies that support autism?
Yeah, but what type of support?
Right. Do they acknowledge them in any way?
There are
like you're saying, like your local businesses or, big companies.
or foundations, and what type of support. Like they do have, I've seen like Disneyland had, they had planned epilepsy awareness day. I think one year they had an autism awareness day. I don't know if you mean things like that.
We have two Catherines. Catherine in the watch party. I hope I was talking to the other Catherine, so I don't want to get you. We have Catherine with the K and Catherine with the C. So just wanted to say that real quick. I don't know if she thought I was talking to her.
And I don't know if Catherine is talking about Teresa's comment or Melly's comment.
Right. I'm getting confused here.
Yeah. If it's Teresa's comment, yeah. If it's a small business, a tiny shop, an antique shop, jewelry shop, something like that, where there's lots of glass and things like that, yeah, it would make sense to leave. But she said grocery store and farmer's market.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And Catherine with the C says Disney is great about passes for long lines. Okay, yeah, those amusement parks, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they do have accommodations.
Mm-hmm.
Certain movie theaters and say like Chuck E. Cheese's and bowling alleys and things like that will do sensory hours as well.
Christina, hello. How did you calm the excessive screaming? My son is nonverbal and he screams when he gets excited.
How old is he? And do you mean screams like scream crying when he gets excited, meaning excited, angry, or just excited? It's funny because you could read a question and then you start to think about it and then it can mean so many different things.
Yeah.
You can't hear how it's enunciated either.
Have you tried, well, my go-to thing, not with just the screaming, but just the meltdowns in general, hollering, whatever he's doing, is counting. Something he likes, like if he's in one of his moods and he's doing the yelling, we start the counting. 1, 2, and he loves numbers. So 1, 2, and sometimes he even gets aggressive with them. 1, 2, 3, but it helps him to, calm down. Now you're saying excessive screaming.
And 3 years old, and when he gets excited and it's high pitched screaming, I would say he might already be doing it, but try to switch it to his excitement clapping. And then I know you said he's nonverbal, but there's still, even nonverbal kids can make sounds like say yay or something like that, and try to lead away from the screaming. So when he has that excited moment, yay, and see how close to that he can get instead of the high pitched screaming. But I can guarantee you it will take time before it changes. But ultimately, I can say all these things like this that we feel like are driving us crazy because we're limited by that, or it's happening way too often. They eventually do slow down and go away most of the time.
Are you reading Nicole's?
Actually, I was reading what Catherine was talking about
Oh, okay.
to Melly. Okay, Nicole says, I'm looking for advice on high intense behavior, hair pulling, headbutting towards myself and other objects through IBI therapy. I am learning through does she mean ABA therapy?
No, remember that came up before, that IBI, a
Yeah,
while back. And we
hi.
were trying to figure out what exactly it was.
Hey, Jasmine.
Nicole, can you tell us what IBI is?
Intensive behaviors intervention treatment program for children with autism on the autism spectrum, which is based on the principles of ABA.
Oh, okay.
The goal of IBA is to significantly improve a child's overall functioning and developmental trajectory. So again, let me see. I'm looking for another hair pulling. And that's what I would have led to ABA, because the more appropriate ways he finds to, well, actually, spirit girl. To deal with stress situations, the less it will happen. I think the most with meltdowns is as time goes on, and this goes with who was this? Who was talking about
Screaming.
yeah. So that's with happy excitement. So I guess that's different. So the biggest thing with meltdowns is you start to realize why the meltdowns are being caused, and then setting up at least your home environment and your home environment to prevent those situations as much as you can.
Okay, and hi, Teresa. Our local vendors understand my son meltdown, and this was and they know me and my son. It was more of shoppers that was looking at us and laughing at us. But one thing is, lots of vendors stood up for me. Well, that's awesome.
Good,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
For
Yeah.
that right there, for that right there, the only advice I can give for that is, for the sake of you and your son, you just have to grow thicker skin, because it will happen. There will always be those people. The more often that they see it, the more recognizable it will become to them. But we just have to do it for our kids. Our kids have just as much right to be at these places than that they do. So it's just a matter of the person's laughing at us, oh well, like yeah, you just have to grow
Yeah.
thicker. It will happen. It's hard though.
And for, as I was saying before, if you get that open opportunity to talk about it, even if your child is not around you, if the door is open for you to talk about autism, talk about it. Talk about it. I take every opportunity. I can tell you, anybody who knows me knows my son up and down. Take the opportunity and talk. And if anyone, welcome them to inbox you, to call you, to ask you questions. I mean, you are a professional when it comes to your child.
Yeah.
So that is something that you can flow with, because and we just have to keep talking about autism and getting it out there. Got food coming, so I'm going.
What do you have coming?
Ari, what did you order? Wendy's. She ordered some Wendy's. She door dashed. Okay. Catherine with a K says, I think she means small business. Oh, you're talking about that. And Catherine with a C says grocery store comment she was talking about. Okay. Yeah, Disney. Okay. 3 years old. Okay. You did that one, right?
Yeah, because I looked down there to make sure.
Okay.
When she responded.
Hi, Terry. It's all about teaching replacement behaviors, so design an appropriate response together. Yeah.
That's like how I was saying to about the screaming, but I don't know if she's responding to what was the other one? I thought there was one more. Oh, the aggressive behaviors. But it is about replacement responses. If he's doing it because he gets angry, that he starts to headbutt and do things like that, get aggressive, then ABA will be able to give him other means, or IBI give him other means to be able to handle that aggression or the anger, to prevent the aggression.
Hey, Kathy. When my son does that, we start singing his songs. He likes Wheels on the Bus, Baby Shark. I said, yeah.
That goes along with your counting.
Yeah, so things they like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to write that down, because we talked about that a while back, and it just, I guess because we don't see it often in the group.
Yeah.
Next
week we'll be like, what's IBI?
Right. What's IBI again? But thank you,
So
Nicole, for bringing that up. Thank you. French fry. I'm going to cut my camera off for a minute so I won't be rude, but I'm here.
Okay.
There's the baby.
That's the first time I heard him. So let me see right here. Can anyone help with potty training? What were the first steps you took? I bought a potty for him, but he can sit there for hours and not pee. And when a diaper goes on, he pees almost like he's holding it until his diaper is on.
We get so many potty training questions. We're going to have to put together something.
In our files tab on this group page, there's some information in there, and there's some things to print, some printables to work with him from Autism Speaks, I believe. But anyways, it's posted at the top of our group under files. And so you can print that. And it gives you good ideas. It gives you charts to reward him and let him get excited about it. Another thing is, I don't know if dad's available to help with him, is to go at the same time. To so with my daughter, she would sit there for a long time, have her DVD player, just for a long time, and she would never go. And then one time I had to go, so I was like, okay, well now I have to go, Emily. I did. She got back up there. I said, now you do it, and she did it right away. So all those times I was trying, it was her needing a visual to see that what I was telling her to do. So Dad,
and that definitely helps, especially if you have a boy. So
yeah, and that's what I was gonna say too. I don't know if you're standing him up, sitting him down, but you could do it too. But yeah, and Dad's help with the potty training too. So either or. But remember, our kids learn differently. Where
definitely.
The words that we say can make no sense to them, as far as like a command like that. So it may have to be a visual. And he may already have a visual, but at the same time, if he's 3 is the age for typical neurotypical children. So he's not far behind. He's not behind. With autism, it can take a lot longer. Let's just say that. Yes.
Right, definitely.
We're all in this together. It's about changing how we think to discover what works. Exactly, because all of our kids are so different. So in this week's book club, it said the professionals might know a whole lot and know a whole lot about autism, but nobody knows more about our child than us.
Yeah, we're right there. Right there.
And over time, you will see that you learn as much as everything that they're telling you, you take in, you retain about autism. And with that, you have the knowledge of your child. So you're way ahead of them. Because you know where it's applicable with your child, where certain things are. My dad took an active role in my toilet training, and it definitely helped. Yeah, I've seen different parents do things like go outside and this, I'm just saying, go outside, pee on the tree, little boy, like, okay, go ahead, water the tree. They got creative with it and made it a fun thing, and that's how they did it. That's how the child picked up. Hey, Veronica. Oh, Veronica's here.
Veronica.
I was gonna say she's potty trained a boy, not with autism.
3 boys.
Yeah. And then I forgot, wait, I potty trained 2 boys.
Oh yeah. Well, I had one success, still working on other.
And I don't even remember really. There was nothing that stood out. It seemed like, yeah. If anyone is Connecticut, if anyone is in Connecticut and needs help or just someone to listen to, please feel free to reach out. I am also a parent of an adult with autism and almost done with BCBA certification, but already helping other families with our blessings in Connecticut.
We have so many BCBAs now. That's awesome.
It is.
You'll have to come and do a live for us soon.
That's what I was going
Terry.
to say. Yeah, if you ever want to come and speak to the group, go on live and speak to the group and share some advice or some resources, techniques, ideas. You're very welcome to just inbox one of the two of us. And hey, Veronica, I didn't ignore you. Hey, Veronica. How are the boys? Catherine says, my mom potty trained me. However, at 3, I untrained myself for a year back into diapers, then retrained myself.
Yep, that's me. Guten Abend. Hey, Tawanda. My son was diagnosed with global delay, which means he reacts to my behavior. If I'm sad or tired, he gets more agitated.
You know, I noticed with autism, because they have less communication, social, verbal. So because they have less verbal communication with us, so we're not discussing things, we're not explaining things, we're not doing things like that. They gauge us in different ways, and they can feel our moods. And I noticed that recently, Emily's always felt how we've been, but I see that she's put more of the characteristics together as she's gotten older. Like, so if mom's face is straight and she's not smiling, or she's not talking, she's not happy. So over time, she was able to put more characteristics with it, but she never was lacking as far as knowing how we felt. It was like something extra that she was reading that other kids normally don't, because they could just simply ask a question and we'd answer it. Mom, are you mad? Mom, are you upset? Mom, are you tired? And she wasn't able to do that, and a lot of our kids aren't, so they gauge us in different ways. But they definitely know our energies like that. Oh, okay, nice. Just inbox.
Awesome.
Actually, inbox Nita, because Nita has the schedule. I have to inbox Nita and ask her when I can get on the schedule. She would be like, ignore.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I worked for I was reading them all because I was letting you eat. I worked for a very big company at a chemical plant in Houston, and they have appointed me to be the advocate for autism awareness. I started this years ago. Every year on April 2nd, I give away things like lanyards, stickers, wristbands, etc.
And I do the same thing. When I started building up the Autism and Us, so every year, and then when we do our walks at my job, I didn't do it last year. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Was it last year? No, 2019 was last year because we were later. But I did the little bags with autism awareness items. They donate $1 or $5 to help go towards us, and then they got a whole little bag of trinkets for autism awareness. The year before that, I did shirts. I gave away quite a few shirts. So yeah, I do it. I plan on doing it again this year at the job too.
And she says, any other ideas that I can use to do for awareness? Another thing you could do is like a local walk.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah.
saying, I want to go join in a big walk, Autism Speaks here or there. If you want to do it locally, start something locally to do an autism awareness walk. You can
Yeah.
do an autism awareness. If you want to do a local group where you want to get, and of course, right now it's different, COVID and everything. But eventually, you'd be able to do, like, say, an autism awareness picnic or something like that, where you can get people in your community who have similar things, similar. I guess if they have a loved one on the spectrum or they're familiar with autism, and get together and let other people in the community visit as well. And that's causing awareness, bringing awareness.
Yeah. And wear during the month of autism awareness, if you can, wear an autism shirt every day. That
Yep.
that helps. That helps.
Mhm.
If you can.
Mhm.
Where are we at?
Christina, right below that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I had to scroll back up because it
Okay.
moved on me.
I know every state is different, but what is the process of getting your BCBA certificate?
Now that would be best because we have a few in here. Catherine is one. Terry can help with that. What state are you guys in? Catherine's in Texas. And Terry, where's Terry at? And she's saying Waterbury. And I know oh God, forgive me, I forgot her name. She's in Florida. So yeah. Do you have some information on that?
I was just looking it up now. I was trying to see what level
I'll be right
BCBA
back.
was at. Okay. So I think, yeah, for sure it would go for states, and then and Catherine, are you a tech or are you the analyst? It looks like BCBA has a bachelor's degree.
What is that? BCBA has what?
It looks like I think it has a college degree to go with it. That's what you would need. Yeah, it's a graduate level certification. So I'm thinking bachelor's degree. Yeah, include master's and doctoral degrees. So actually, it might not even be bachelor's. It might be master's in doctoral degree to be the analyst, the BCBA.
There's the levels that go. There's the tech, and you have the BCBA who's over the tech, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then there's another that's over the BCBA.
Now, I wonder if they're BCBAs too, but then they happen to be supervisors or something like that.
Right. Maybe
Yeah.
Maybe a little extra training for.
Yeah, training. Yeah. I'm thinking within the company. Yeah. Out of curiosity, what part of Connecticut? I am in Hamden. And
she's in Waterbury. So, okay. All right.
I'm trying to change my behavior so he won't get agitated. And we were just talking about this, that's what I had to do, because I would see that my daughter would really pick up on my, like, say if there was fluctuation in my tone, that would get to her. And it wouldn't even have to be yelling. It could just be a fluctuation, and she can tell if so if we're doing her math problems and I say it a certain way and she associates a certain tone with, you did that wrong, that kind of thing, she's going to have a really hard time. So I have to say, you know, a certain level, hey, how about we try this one again? But tones and moods and faces, I really had to get in control because with my first three kids, yeah, I mean, I wanted them to know what I was feeling and think. With Emily, it's not productive to let her to let her know, and then I go off and be angry or be upset or sad. So yeah, definitely something. She's taught me a lot of patience and self control.
Yeah, that's key too. Patience.
Yes,
Patience.
yes, yeah. Uh, you have got to get your master's or participate in a BCBA master's program, and then get 1,500 clinical hours, direct contact, and then you can sit for exam.
Okay.
So Catherine must be a tech.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Or were you going for your BCBA cert, Kate?
She says
I think she mentioned.
right now I finished my bachelor's in ABA fall 2023,
Okay.
so I would start my master's in BCBA right after that. So she must be a tech, what she's doing now.
Okay.
If anyone's interested in ABA field, let me know. I'm enrolled in Capella University and I'm loving it. Just started my second semester, all A's so far.
Awesome. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Yep, and thank you. Yes, please. I would love shirts or bag with goodies. Hello. Hey, Angela.
Angela. Hey, Angela. Yeah, Texas. I don't got no autism shirts. We're going to get you one.
I know. Yep. My cousin's son is also autistic, and she has someone come to her home and work with her son. Is that still going on even with COVID, or does it vary by state? I'm in Las Vegas. It has with ours. Ours didn't stop. Ours never did stop because it's considered essential because it's medical. And I think yours stopped for a second, and then you guys had it right back, right, Nita? For ABA.
Oh, ABA. Oh, yeah, yeah. I had to read because my mind went. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we stopped for a while. It was a month, and then she came back. So now she comes in now. Back to routine. Back to routine now.
And
Yeah.
at least that's in
Now,
Michigan, California.
yeah. Now her supervisor doesn't come. She does hers on
Zoom.
on tele.
Yeah.
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 Zoom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's how we did it too. So any extra meetings were only the person working with the child was coming into the home.
Right. So now he has OT and speech. So what they do is they give us a choice. We can either go to the building or they'll do it on online. So this week we're going to go to the building. The last few weeks he's been kind of online doing it that way.
Oh.
We're gonna switch it up so he can go in and get some actual OT.
Yeah. Teresa says one thing is. Oh, sorry. I was trying to think of because I was thinking how effective OT would be anyways. Well, speech therapy could be all right, but OT over computer could be.
Now she was trying to work with them. They were doing tying the shoes again.
Oh, okay.
So what helps is that he's doing that with Maya already, working on.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So on the computer, she just needed his shoes, and I guess I wasn't there because I already handled that when I was on my way from work. But I guess she called me and said, just make sure he has the shoes. So I'm thinking because I try to figure out how's he gonna learn it. You're over the computer.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. That's what made me stop and think that. Yeah. One thing is, it's hard to find true friends that understand what I go through on the daily basis. I have one friend that does understand, and yeah, that's a and not only understanding, but understanding and sticking around. So
Right.
even if they understand, doesn't mean that they're going to still be supportive or be there. Um, and yeah, that's definitely hard, and that's why we have community like this. It Yeah, that's a common thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not fun, but you found the group and you have that one friend that does
And
understand. So that's good.
hopefully, after all this is over, we can
Mhm.
set up our mini groups and get out there and do some real socializing,
Yeah,
make
and
friends.
yeah, right. That'll be good. And if somebody isn't aware, Nita and me, we met on social media. We met through Periscope for something that was totally not autism related.
Right.
And we both we were talking one day, I remember, and I was on Periscope and she was telling me she had 4 kids. And I said, oh, I have 4 kids. She had 2 boys, 2 girls. I had 2 boys, 2 girls. And I remember thinking in my head, but she doesn't have an autistic child like I have. And I remember thinking that, like, okay, but when we did find out, it was a thing that we both knew. Oh my goodness, we felt like, of course she won't understand, but we started talking more. I found that out, and here
We
we are.
click.
Yep, here we
Here
are.
we
Yep.
are.
It's and that's somebody, when you meet them and you see that, without doubt they know what you're going through, because they're going through it too.
Right. Okay,
And she's a
Catherine, technician.
Mhm.
Okay. Masters and then, oh, you have to get your master's first and then BCBA.
um
Okay. Wow. That's a lot of education.
yeah, it's
That's
a
pretty
master of science, bachelor's master of science. Yeah, pre-qualified practice. Yeah, I mean, bachelor. Oh, wait, no, it starts in bachelor and then it moves up to master's. And I know that it's also said doctorate could be required. Yeah, that's
Yeah, Tawanda,
that's a lot.
I wasn't really familiar with global delay myself, and I've seen it being talked about in the group before, but I just, I didn't, and I still really don't have a clear understanding. I know Jacquees was here, and we talked about it a little bit, but yeah,
And it's hard to understand global delay specifically too, because it says it too, it's so wide, it's an umbrella term. So it could include what she was saying, how he reads her emotions or he picks up on her emotions. um so it says it's delay. It's a umbrella term used with children significantly delayed in their cognitive and physical development. So it's like autism. Autism isn't technically an umbrella term because it's a specific diagnosis. But we know that every single characteristic of autism does not need to exist in our children to have the diagnosis. That doesn't mean if they're missing something, they're not autistic. But yeah, as soon as whenever you think, like, with me in this group, I don't think I would have found we would have found so many other people in the same situation with autism, but we did. I used to feel so by myself. Oh my goodness. There was a situation. This guy, we were walking out of this pizza place, and the guy was walking in. It was a couple weeks ago, and he was walking in with his adult son, and he was holding his hand, and he opened the door for us, and he looked like he was like kind of like apologetic, and He was kind of like talking to his son. He was really nice. But as we were walking away, we were really nice back. As we were walking away, I I I felt for him, but I felt bad because I want him to know I know how you feel. I know what you deal with, and I know what you're going through. But it's hard because they don't know. They think maybe we're looking at them for some other reason, but they have no idea. If you don't have your loved one on the spectrum with you. But he was really nice.
Okay, everybody, I put the link. It's about that time. I
We're
have to give my daughter back her computer in a minute. But if you'd like to come on in and say hello or some last words, feel free to click on that link and come on in. Hey, Tawanda, how are you?
I'm fine. How are y'all?
Good, good.
Thank you.
good. Mm-hmm.
And you guys, here's my, let me see one thing. Here he is. This is my grandson, Kari.
Yeah, boo boo.
Little DeAndre.
Right.
This is the Autism and us website I'm on.
I will like autism. Okay. Which app has many autism?
Yeah, my son. Yeah, my son. Yeah, you guys, we are wait. Is Dan in here, by the way?
No, not. I haven't.
Making some shirts for us. Hopefully soon.
What?
Thank you, Angela. Okay, that was Tawanda. That's Teresa.
There we go.
You're gonna wait for our shirts. We're gonna have great prices too.
We're gonna be like this. What happened to Michelle?
But yeah, you can find on even I think what was it? Walmart had them.
Walmart
for
has
like
them.
$5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Walmart has them really good price. Online, Walmart, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's Kate. Hey, Kate. Again, I put the link up in the chat. Please feel free, click on.
Hey, Charles.
Want to say any last words? Say hello.
Hi, Kate.
Welcome. Hey, RS.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Steve. How are you doing, Steve?
What are you cracking up, Linda?
Steve telling jokes.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I forgot they can't hear me. Yeah.
I can hear out here. So.
Oh, Michelle is cooking. Teresa, it won't let you in. I'm not sure.
Hi, but she can't hear him.
What's possible? All right, so there's never been
Michelle.
time in history to open a business. Okay, you can get anything done.
Michelle, what are we having for dinner? Are you cooking me some dinner? Michelle's bringing dinner.
We have some feedback. Oh, there we go.
Hey guys, sorry I'm in the car, so I may cut in now. We're in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
okay,
yeah.
have you with us.
So we'll go around the room. Tawanda, would you like to say anything to everybody?
Just hi, hello. Everybody, please be safe. Wear your mask.
Yes. Michelle's cooking fried chicken.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, I forgot I'm making chicken wings. Forgot.
Mr. Charles, would you like to say anything to everybody?
Just say hi to I'd like to say hi to everybody. Those who are not familiar with me, I'm a retired mainframe computer software engineer with level 1 autism, and I've shared my experiences with others in this group, and always glad to share some encouragement that's where I can.
Yeah, and we appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Charles. Okay. So,
So,
any,
oh, I forgot. I was going to share the thing with I wanted to share something was we're working on Emily with social story for the vaccine eventually. So we started to talk to her about it, and then we told her what she needed it for, and she actually said she was going to do it, and that's a big, huge step right there already. So we'll
Oh
go
my
for
god,
that.
baby!
But I think the thing is to
Oh,
to
Anita,
I think the thing
adorable.
is to where's the thought?
oh, thank you.
To talk to them
Hi,
early about it.
cutie pie.
Where's it?
Hold on.
Yeah, to talk way in advance to your children or loved one on the spectrum to be able to prepare for the vaccine eventually. So when then that time comes, it's already taken care of, or they're already thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a picture. More pictures to show DeAndre. Cause oh my goodness,
Yeah, and
I can already imagine.
Mhm. And I know she understands the logic of it and the importance of it, but when it comes down to it, I
Come here.
still think it can take three of us to hold her down.
Come here. Say hi to everybody. Say hi.
Hi,
Hi,
DeAndre.
DeAndre.
Okay.
Hi, DeAndre.
And there's Superman.
Oh, he said, yeah. He kind of minds us like they kind of mind their own.
I tap onto it. It won't let. Oh, because sometimes it's a situation where you might have to log out, right, Linda?
I think you have to be on Google, right?
No, she's
I
saying
had to
she
write
can't.
down the
Oh,
ID
yeah.
for the meeting. I had to go into Google separately and manually key it in because on my tablet it's not letting me just press on it and get there. So I wrote it down and then
So
I went in that way.
So
We'll
maybe
have to figure out a way to make it easier for everybody with the links. So maybe next time, Teresa, hopefully, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's see who is this? Brittany. Oh, I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you guys for taking time out with us. And we're gonna try to get back on track. We're gonna try.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in today.
Yeah,
Thank you.
next week. Thank you, Tawanda.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Good
you.
night. I appreciate
night.
y'all too.
Good night. See
All
everyone
right.
next week.
Good night.
Bye.
Everybody have a good night.
Good night, Mr.
You too.
Charles.
Thanks.
Bye, Kate.